So there's been illnesses going around worldwide. I've been reading about it in England at first when I read it there. America and the hospitals are starting to fill. I think here, even in parts of Southeast Asia, it's starting to go up a little bit. We don't get snow in Southeast Asia, obviously, like America, and people for generations contribute to cold with cold. and but these viruses are getting more strange, I guess, per se, when I was reading from ABC News. But one thing nobody's even thought about, and I didn't think about either, is because of the COVID for the last almost 3 years now, right? A lot of newborn kids were kept inside. And, they weren't exposed to the modern germs and stuff, if you want to say that normal kids do. And some of that might be into play. I'm still reading about it myself. I don't want to give any false info because YouTube always likes to come down to videos, even if you say stuff right. But the point is God apparently isn't done yet. You still need to protect yourself. You stay away from people that act stupid. Stay away from people that don't believe in science. Don't believe in the ones that were stupid for the last few years. You should know who they are by now. And the Bible talks about at the end of days, first was going to be national disasters, and then we've been a lot of them. Matter of fact, one of them, Bible says that people say enough already, that there's just too much because it's going to go back to back to back in the same areas, right? And we're starting to see these hurricanes. We're starting to see these even earthquakes repeating itself from Haiti and China and other parts. And we're starting to see Category 3s, and next week a Category 4 and a Category 5, where before it was just one hurricane, a couple weeks maybe, but now it's back to back to back. And after all that, the Bible talks about viruses and pandemics, right? There's going to be a worldwide pandemic, and it might lead to wars. The Bible says don't hurt the oil or the wine in the field, and talks about some price changing. I thought about doing more direct quotes from the Bible, by the way, and showing everybody where I'm reading this, why I've been just right about a lot of stuff, because it's not really me. It's coming from the Bible itself. It's just signs, right? And it's so important that we make for sure that we don't follow sin, especially nowadays. Don't get into the loving yourself too much. I'm not talking about be happy with yourself. I'm not talking about you can basic love yourself, but don't romanticize yourself like a lot of people are doing, either on TikTok, YouTube, even social media. There's too many people out there with egos that are too damn high. They become lovers themselves. The Bible talks about that too. And this is all coming home to roost. So now it's going to be interesting to see how December and January plays out, and see how people are going to act, especially in American Republicans. The last couple of years, it got more people killed than I think ever in history of America with their stupidity. And I'm sorry to say it is stupidity. And the thing is too, I'm not even a Democrat. I've always voted for I always wanted the smarter person to win, no matter who it is. So I don't count myself Democrat. I don't count myself Republican. I just want to do the right thing, and who's going to do the best job. That's what I'm for. I'm not even for parties. I think it's stupid, to be honest, because it just leads to arguing, and eventually what happened last January 6th. So I'm going to tell you right now what I told everybody last couple of years. Start stocking up on food and water. Don't waste your money. Don't go on vacations. Don't go on cruise ships. Don't go to Disney World, Sea Road, and all that. You don't need to do that. Save what money that you do have, if you have it. Don't be giving it out to all your family and friends. Me and my wife, we just got in this conversation about that ourselves, because sometimes people like to drag you down. You can't let that happen this time. You got to protect yourself. Make sure you save up on money. Make sure you get food you can cook, food you can eat, an alternative cooking methods per se. Make sure you have an emergency bag, because of tornadoes, earthquakes. You never know what's going to happen. So have a bag ready that you can have. It's got a couple of days of clothes on it, maybe some water. Put a little bit of money in there if you have to. Some important paperwork if you might need it. Just be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't listen to any ignorant people. Take care of yourself, man, because it's not going to be over yet. The Bible literally says the time of sorrows, and we're at the very beginning of it. It's going to happen.